Okay, guys. Let's see. I think at this point we really need to have an example to drive this all home. Because there's a lot of moving pieces going on here, and I don't think everyone sees how they're fitting together. There, lights, everyone's awake. So what would you like to create with a GUI?
Like, every time you push it, a counter goes up. Every time you push a button inside the GUI, a counter goes up.
All right, something a little more involved than that.
Hey, that's not like a menu difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, can't erase the
We're
glare.
starters over here. We're just beginners.
Right. Well, hopefully you see with a
You
counter.
missed this spot.
What, the glare? This is for the people at home, so I know where the glare is. Is that better?
Like, so you want it there?
Yeah, I mean, if you look up there, you can't see the word glare unless I put my head in the way. But if I'm recording and something's important there, there's no way you can see it.
Oh,
Even though there's no glare right here.
I know, I was really confused.
All right. How about a simple game? What simple game do you want?
There's stuff falling and you gotta avoid it.
Okay, there's stuff falling and you got to avoid it. Is that like Pitfall or something?
I don't know.
Okay, sure.
What?
What?
Pitfall, you have to like jump a hole in the ground. This one stuff's falling down. Pitfall is underneath me. Yeah. I know, I played that one.
You played that?
I played that all the time.
All the time.
I really did.
Oh, this is a, oh wait, this is a different Pitfall. Yeah, you're running side to side. I was thinking a different game. Okay, so you're falling and you need to avoid stuff. All right. So the idea. Whoop. So you're going to be at the bottom and stuff's falling down, or you're trying.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have your little guy, and then you're going to have objects coming down, right? And you need to just move your guy left and right, maybe up and down, just for funsies. No, just left.
Why don't we just
Just on the
do-
x-axis.
Old school Galaga, got it. All right. So only on the x-axis he can move left and he can move right. Okay. And he has to avoid some objects coming down. All right. Okay. Let's see. What else? How else do I want to do this? What? No, that's fine. That's fine.
No,
By the way, someone go find me some images so we can at least prettify this.
see, I went to the. Yeah. It just made me laugh. It made me jump it.
No, you gotta kid me.
Never going with
No, we're not putting John Stamos' face here.
No.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
No.
that. We can play as John Stamos. The little guy who's,
Yeah.
who's avoiding the
So like you have a stick figure and then you have John Stamos' face at
In the background?
the top. Or in the background.
Or just his face.
Oh, and the stuff falling is lawsuits. Yeah, dodging lawsuits. Or
John Stamos.
Everything is John Stamos.
The background is John
Dodges
Stamos.
a piece.
Stuff coming out is John Stamos. And you're John Stamos.
All right, how about something else? Nicole?
Yeah, you're the graphic designer. You should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. How do we prettify this thing? See, it's a box. I have arrows, box going down, a happy face.
We don't want this to.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the
this is
boxes
a
are
big-
falling on him, so
Yeah.
it could be a frowny face.
It could be a frowny
The
face.
happy face dodging the front.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because he'll get sad. You don't want to get sad.
This is a
Could
metaphor.
you give us
for
some
life.
happy faces and frowny faces?
It's a metaphor for
Huh?
life.
Could you make some happy faces and frowny faces?
Maybe.
Okay. Or find them real quick. All right.
Maybe you also catch happy face. Like you want to catch happy face.
Oh, you want to catch the happy
Oh
face.
yeah. So some of the
Now we're
You want
getting
this
really
to be happy, not sad.
Some of the boxes-
No, they're cats and dogs that are falling.
Cats and dogs? Oh, okay.
Ah.
There
Dogs
we
with
go.
points and
I like
cats
it
with
because it's raining cats and dogs.
Hmm.
Okay. So, see if I can do a cat. That was a terrible cat. This marker's too fat.
I like
You
it.
can blame it on the marker.
And I'll just take a circle with
It's like a terrible.
and. Oh, that's a terrible dog. All right.
I like it.
This is why someone else needs to find me a cat and a dog.
Do I need to send them to you?
Sure. Or we can go look at them real quick. All right.
Should find it.
All right. So, how wide do we want this thing to be?
Not
Super
super wide.
wide?
Not super wide.
Not super wide.
Good amount.
Good amount. All right. Actually, let's stop here. Let's not ask that question. What objects are in here?
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. But what are cats and dogs? They are
Animals.
in the game. What are they?
They're
Object.
Dogs are good. Cats.
They're what type of objects?
Falling.
Falling.
enemy objects.
All right. Falling object. So it should have. What is it going to have? An image of what it is. Probably its location. All right. What else do we have?
You gotta know if it's harmful or not, right?
Well, if it's a
You
falling
get
object,
things.
is it going to hurt? Oh, because that's right. It might be. Oh, yeah, it is harmful. Okay. Because if it's a happy face, then yeah, okay.
So if it's a dog, it's good, and if it's a cat, it's bad.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Wow.
I'd rather catch a dog than a cat any
Yes.
day.
Yeah, it's
Cats
kind of a
are gonna,
loaded
like,
question.
smash you and stuff.
Because if it's a
No,
huge
they're
dog,
big.
it might hurt. But cats all. Well.
Always land on their feet.
Dogs
So if
are
you just-
fluffy.
if you
I'll
lean
just
over
take
and
my
you
dog.
don't
Yeah, but
sit there
cats
and
have
die.
claws.
Yeah, and they usually fly like this.
And they always fly with claws
They
out.
don't land with their claws out because then they break their claws.
Oh no, they
No,
do.
they land with their claws.
Okay, so
I've
now
caught a
we
lot
gotta
of
get a
cats.
picture of a cat that has its claws out.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
falling just like that. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure there's a picture.
You,
All
you
right.
have to see the video of the dude kicking the cat.
Okay. So,
It's crazy.
We had to watch a video of the cat falling, but he always got like this just to see how he turned to fall
Oh,
and land.
wow. All right. Anyways, we have falling object. What else do we need in here?
Player object.
A what?
Player object.
Oh, the player object. Okay. What is it going to have? Image? That word is image. What else do we have?
A health bar?
Oh, we're gonna have not one. Once you catch a cat, you're dead.
Yeah.
Let's just do
Something
instant
to
death.
track of your score.
Huh?
Like
Oh, we
something
need to
that
keep track
You
of
get
the score.
7 cat catches, and then you
It
die.
should be 9. 9 cat catches.
Oh, it is 9, and it 9 lives. So you get
So wait,
8,
the player has 9 lives?
You get 8 attempts to catch the cat, and then you're dead.
Huh? Interesting.
Wait, why are we catching
Why?
the cat?
I don't get it.
No, she's saying if you catch the cat, then like.
Okay, hold on. So where's the score going to be held though?
Upper left.
Up here. Well, what object's going to hold it?
A stable object.
A st-
It's not moving. It's not falling. It's not. Yeah, so it's just gonna be stable.
What is it going to be? What's the score going to be part of?
Catching a dog. The player.
No, that's the action.
all right. So
How?
do the
What
player.
object is going to be storing the score?
The player.
So the player, we could put the score. Okay, yeah, we could put the score on the player. No, that's fine. All right. What else about the falling object? Doesn't it have a speed? Okay. So a falling object, we have player. Wow, we only have 2 objects.
So the player also has speed too.
Sure. Okay.
Do we need a timer?
We need a timer. So we need some type of, I'm going to call it a game loop. And it's going to handle the timer, and which actually has a lot of responsibilities. That's why I highly recommend if you're doing a game, you have one class that does the game loop. Handle, movement, handle movement and collision. Okay, what else do we need?
Game over.
Game over. So that would be a scene. All right. We'll put that
Make sure you stop and on over.
game over scene. And what was that, Matt?
Make sure it's able to stop quickly. Not continue to keep falling.
Oh, so it stops the game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it would notify the game loop to stop. Okay, we have an object, we have a falling object. Where are those objects going to reside?
Like after they fall.
Well, I mean, we're going to throw, where are we putting them? So what I'm trying to say here is we have a game board. He's going to hold the player. And what else will it have?
Falling objects.
Yeah, the falling objects. This guy will probably do the collision detection. All right, let's see. Anything else we need?
Do you need like, because like when you play a game online, it doesn't just start doing it. Like you have to have a start and stop.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore the start and the stop because we need to finish this within time. We're just gonna, once you get there, you're going.
So it just runs like an infinite loop. Like if you don't lose.
Yeah, until you lose, and then it'll just stop. We'll make it easy like that.
We need keyboard presses.
Keyboard. Who would that be part of?
Player.
I think it'd be part of the game.
No, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, because it's part of the timer. So, no, it's good. Keyboard presses. All right. Okay. Are there any interfaces we can create here? Oh, yeah.
An object interface?
Hmm?
Object interface?
We have, yeah, well, there's
An
already.
object that we'll share between falling object and player.
Yeah, so falling object is probably. Oh, I see what you're saying. So that'd be like a screen object. Okay. Yeah, so there's an object on the screen. I like where you're going with this. Screen object, which player and falling object would inherit. So what capability would they both need?
Location, image, speed.
I like location, image, speed. Probably need I call it a tick function. Basically, you're saying one time unit has gone by, go do whatever you need to do. Okay. Let's try and code some of this up. Let's see what we got. Whoa, that screen went off. Gotta tell me when that happens. All right, well, let's go over here to, let's create a new package, Java package. And we will call it, what do we want to call our game? Cats and dogs. All right. Just to get things going, it's usually a good idea to create a Java class. It's just called main. And this just represents the main entry point to your application. And this will have the whole, open this guy up, implement your amazing methods. Yep. Go ahead and create the public static void main string args. And that'll do the application.launch. I'm passing in args. Okay. So who's in charge of drawing the game?
Drawing?
Yeah, of actually drawing the game. Because the way these games works is it's got to draw itself every so often. So who's going to draw it?
Maybe the scene.
The scene. You have a scene. Oh, game. That's the game over scene.
Oh, never mind.
I know what you're saying. Which one of these would be in charge of drawing?
Game loop?
Hmm?
The game loop? Because we have to redraw every.
The
so
screen
long.
object? Oh no, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so each screen object could be in charge of drawing itself. That's a good idea. I like that. But who is going to be the master controller? The game board would be the master controller, right? Let's go and create the game board. Remember, we're going top down right now. So let's go right click, new, whoops, new, Java class, game board. All right, yes. Okay, so public game board. Now if it's in charge of drawing everything, it really is going to draw everything on a canvas. So it really needs to have the canvas. So canvas, whoops. We'll go and make it canvas, canvas. I misspelled canvas. Canvas equals new. Let's try it again. Canvas equals new canvas. And what size should we have our game be?
500 by, well, no.
We'll do a classic 800 by 600. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, that sounds good. And then we need a public draw function, so it actually draws itself. That's where you get your graphic context. There it is. GC equals canvas dot get graphical context 2D. I wonder why my machine's running so slow. Oh, I have other things running. Oh, I never closed these guys. All right. Hopefully that'll fix that. Oh yeah, it's a whole lot better. All right, so this is what would draw it. So let's go back to main. And we'll go and just create a scene. The scene equals new scene. Hold on. I did this a little wrong because we need to get a group. Root equals new group. Add that in. JavaX group. Scene on the root. Add that in. And we want root.add. I'm sorry, get children.add. And that's where we want to actually add the canvas of the game board. So that's where we need to go back here and do a public canvas get canvas. And that's what we'll return in canvas. So we're back over here, and we need to also create our game board. So game board GB equals new game board, close parentheses, and then here's where you do game board dot get the canvas. And then lastly, you would have primary stage dot show. Let's go ahead and just run that and see what it does. Should just come up with a little canvas. I think it would be a little bigger than that. Get canvas. Am I missing a step here? Group, add the group to the scene. Oh, add the scene to the stage. Did I do that? No, I did not. Primary stage dot add the scene. And it's not add, it's actually set scene. Okay. Oh, that's much better. Okay. So at least we have a game board running right now. What should the background be?
What?
The sky.
We have black and the sky. Come on, guys. What do you want it to be?
I like black.
Everyone just want black?
It's a happy game, isn't it?
Well, if you're dropping
No.
cats, it's not real.
If you're dropping cats to the ground, that sounds even better.
Alright.
All right.
Black background, gold graphics.
Okay. Draw. How do we draw? Let's see. You draw a box on canvas. Draw box on JavaFX canvas. Oh, a rectangle. I'm so sorry. Fill. We don't want to. All right. Fill. Rectangle. 0, 0 to 800, 600. All right, let's see what that does. See if that does it. Oh, we never set it with the color, did we? Nope. Probably should do that first. And set fill color. There it is. Actually, we're going to copy and paste all this code. We're going to put it over here. Yeah. So, first, clear the background. I didn't do anything. Let's see, round rectangle. Why did you do this? Whoa. That is a lot of points. All right, canvas, fill, rect, JavaFX. Let's see what all the commands are to this thing. X, so it's going to start at X and Y. Its width and its height. Upper left, width and height. So I did that correctly. Does canvas have a size? It has a size. I don't think the stroke should do it. Are we actually calling draw? Oh, we're not. Gameboard.draw. There we are. Now it's actually drawing it. All right. We don't want those colors. You said you wanted black. Boom. Oh, with a nice little blue line around it. How about that? All right, we'll go and make it all black. Actually, I think if we get rid of the stroke, it should just do it. And there we go. All right, so now we have pure black background. Okay, what's next?
The objects.
The objects. Oh, that was weird. Right. What objects do we have? Wow, this camera. Screen object? Okay. We said we wanted to make that an interface, so let's make that an interface. What do we say a screen object can do?
Location.
Location, image, speed, and then be able to, all right, so we need to be able to public int get x. We don't need to be public because that's actually int get y. That should get us our location. So we also want to get the image, so image get image. We'll go ahead and import that. What else do we have? Speed. Let's see, speed. Want that to be an integer or no? We'll make it an integer. Get speed. What's we want? Oh yeah, void tick. All right, great. So what would be our first screen object?
Oh, the falling object.
We could do falling. Maybe we should do player first, just so we can have something happening. Let's do player. Implements screen object. All right, x and y. Well, let's make some private variables. Int mx, comma my, and then public player mx. Where is player always going to be located?
Middle.
In the middle. So that's 300. And then my, he's always at the bottom. How big is player going to be? We don't know. We'll say 750 for now. Okay. Get image. Probably should store the image. Private image image. All right. He's a smiley face, right? Let's go find. Did you find a smiley face, Nicole?
No, the Walmart one is good though.
Smiley Walmart. Let's see what comes up.
That one right there.
This one right here?
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay.
Reacts only. Angry reacts only.
All right. Copy image location. Let me see if I can put it in the right spot. Okay. Not Walmart smiley. Oh, it didn't take that. It didn't happen. All right, let's try right click. Save image as. There it is. All right. Okay. Equals new image not Walmart smiley.jpg.
You forgot the T.
Wall
No, it says no Walmart smiley.
not Walmart smiley. Not Walmart smiley. Okay, great. Okay. Image. Return image. What is the speed going to be? We'll just say 10 for now. And tick. We'll implement later. All right. So if we're on the game board, so you're on the game board, how many screen objects are there?
There will be 3.
It'll be more, right? Because falling
Oh.
object is going to probably increase the amount.
Yeah, I mean, when we get a harder difficulty level, won't we want to have more?
Yeah.
So what do we need to do to keep track of all these screen objects?
Counter?
Counter, okay.
Timer? No.
What should we use to keep track of all these screen objects? Let's see if I can get the word out. It is a what of screen objects?
Group.
Group
Class.
class, yes. Come on. How so far have you kept track of more than one object? Arrays. Which in Java, we're trying to make our life easier, so we're not going to use an array.
List.
We're going to use a list. There we go. And it's going to be a list of what?
Objects.
What type of objects?
Screen objects.
Screen objects. All right, so we'll have a list, and we'll have the m objects equal new linked list. I think the linked list would be better. You could do array list. That will work just as fine, just as well. And we probably inside the constructor should just add the player to it. So we'll go ahead and go m object equals new player. Oops. M object dot add. That was an interesting moment. Okay. Now when we go to draw, well, we need to use the iterator. So we're going to do iterator. Do y'all remember iterators?
Yeah.
Iterator on the screen object. We'll call it it equals, let's see, m objects dot. Ooh, I didn't put an S on that. Let's go back up here and put an S on that. M objects dot iterator. And I just realized y'all have not been telling me to comment my code. Come on, guys. First, clear the background. And we're in the draw, so now we want to draw all the screen objects.
I was trying to find a cat.
Uh-huh. That's a cat. I believe you. So, while the iterator has something next, we'll just do, let's see. We'll get the screen object sc equals it dot next, and then we'll do gc dot draw the image, sc dot get the image, sc dot get x, sc dot get y. Okay, let's see what that does. I wonder how big the Walmart smiley is going to be. Oh, he's huge.
Well,
He's really up there.
terrifying.
It is kind of terrifying. All right, but it looks like,
He knows something.
he knows what's up. And did I think I miscalculated something. Because it wasn't where I was supposed to be.
750.
Yeah, wasn't it supposed to be 750 there? What happened? Oh, we're not actually returning those variables. How cute. mx, my. Let's try it again. Doesn't even come up. Oh, I think I did this backwards. mx is 800, so you want it actually at 4. And then y is 300, so you want that to be 350. There we are. Woo. He's a little big. Probably should manipulate that, right? Maybe? I don't have Adobe on here. So we'll see if GIMP can help us out. Any of y'all used GIMP before? No. Never? No. Alright. It's basically the free, nowhere near as good as Adobe.
It's like off version of Canvas.
Yeah. So we want... Yeah, it's Photoshop, but definitely not Photoshop. So we'll try and scale it to 50 by 50. There we go. File will export as, not smiley. We'll make them a PNG. I like PNGs. Discard all those changes. Let's get out of this. And now we'll just look at the not Walmart smiley.png. Alright, let's see what that does. Bum, bum, bum. All right. But we want him at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good answer. Yeah. I think it was 550 is where we wanted it. And then that should put him at the bottom. There we are. Okay. What should we do next? Besides the graphical error that he has whiteness around him. Because I don't remember how to do that in GIMP.
Next step will either be to make you move back and forth or make stuff fall.
Okay, move back and forth. What do we need to do in order to get that going? Looks like we need a little game loop object. Okay, so let's go ahead and create cats and dogs, new Java class game loop. Yes. And this is going to implement what do we want to implement here? We want to implement what that action listener was, which is animation timer. a lot of windows. 1 second, let me get all these out. Good. Implements, animation timer. And isn't it templated on something? No, it's not. Okay. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and implement those methods. There we go. Log now. Great. This is what I was talking about in our game loop. We have a private, what we have, long start time, and then we have public game loop start time equals system dot nanotime. All right. And then this is where, let's go ahead and copy all that code over. Zoop. We'll even get the last key check time going, so we don't have to do that as well. And we want the last key check time. Last key check time, and then M last time as well. All right. M last key check time. There we go. M start time. There. So that will give us milliseconds in duration, and this next one will do it every 25 milliseconds. I just realized the screen is really hard for y'all to see. Okay. All right. And we want the guide to move left and right, correct? Okay. So the game loop, oh, what's the problem here? Oh, extends. Yes, that's correct. Extends. All right, so last check time. Let's go over here and game board. So the game board needs to be able to draw. So the game loop object needs to have a handle to the game board. So private game board in game board, and we need to have the constructor be passed to game board. Game board. That way it will have access to the game board. In game board equals game board. That way when we're here and we're doing all our checks, at the very end we'd go game board dot draw, and that would force the game board to draw. So if we want to get the loop, so we have a game loop, let's go back to, where's main? We want our game loop, call GL equals new game loop, passing in the game board. And then here is where we'd actually have the game loop dot start. And this should instantly start animating or setting up the whole loop where we're actually constantly drawing on the screen. Obviously nothing's happening because we don't have any animation. But the game loop has a handle to the game board, so it's calling it to draw all the time. And now we have this loop in order to start doing our manipulations. Let me make sure I also do this last check. Alright, so after every 25 seconds is when we want to do some type of other check. And let's see what we have. Game loop. Extends. Alright. We probably want the game loop to also handle the keyboard interaction. And so where are we here? So if we were over here on Earth rotate, when we do the, where is it, key, on key press, new event handler, anonymous replace with blank, oh you don't want to do that. event handler. All right, let's see what that is. Event handler. Come on. So, interface event handler. Oh, so it is an interface. Good. Really? Okay, great. It's an interface. Beautiful. Since it's an interface, that means that our game loop can actually implement it. And it's going to implement it on the key event. Great, key event. So what that means is over here, over in main, we can also say that, if I recall correctly, the scene has to handle it. The scene is what gets the event handler, so we need to go back to main. The scene dot set on key pressed the game loop again, because it is an event handler. All right, what am I doing here, guys? Besides a lot of code. I'm setting it all up. Right. How am I setting it up?
You're creating the scene first.
Creating the scene. Okay. Sorry, a little more high level.
Key presses.
Why am I, let me put it this way. Why am I doing it this way? Why don't I just put everything inside of start? Because I could.
Because that would be unorganized.
It'd be unorganized, be hard to read. Yeah, unfortunately with coding, there's a lot there, especially with GUIs. That's why I don't like GUIs too much, is because you have to put so much effort just to get this silly thing up and running. I don't think the interface is that important, but to other people it is. So we have the game loop. Let's go over here. We can handle the key event. Let's go system.out.println, and what can we do? Event dot, can we get the type? Event type. All right. Let's see what that does. Oh, good. Tells you key pressed. Oh, cool. Because what you can also do inside back in main is, notice we have on key press, we can also have on key released do the same thing. You can go over here, run it. That way it's the same function handling both. You got it? All right. Go back to the game loop. Okay. Now, let's see. Get event, so event.get event type dot get name dot equals key pressed will tell me if it's the event is key pressed. Now, the simplest way to go around what I was trying to do earlier with all those different Boolean values is actually create a map of a, let's see, what we want, key code to a Boolean. There's a new hash map. Now let's go ahead and get all these things taken care of. Import the class, capital B Boolean, and needs to import the map. Do we talk about maps? Wait a minute. No? Uh-oh. Okay. Is it hash table? Oh, it's hash table. Why won't it let me import it? Really? And we'll go key map. Then you go over here, import the hash table. Hash map is what it is in Java. There we go. All right, a map. Okay. Well, I better explain what maps are then. And then we'll have to stop because this has gone way too long.